We're having fun today. That's what we're doing. We're having a blast here at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. We're going to have lots of merriment, lots of holiday shopping, interesting fun, educational things happening all around us. We do a great job of getting broad-based entertainment that's great for mom, dad, and the kids can all enjoy the same show. It's interesting. Sometimes they're laughing for different reasons. We're here on the side of the Sword Swallower stage right now, which is interesting for many different levels. Of course, we always have the jousting and falconry, and there's a lot of shows. We've got a few new shows out this year. I say, come on out, catch some of your favorites, and see what's new. The festival's grown a lot. We did a lot of infrastructure. We improved parking so much because we really expect the crowds to show up this year because it's been very, very popular in the past, and we see what other Renaissance festivals are doing, so we know a lot of people are coming out this year. Get your tickets online in advance if you can, especially on the busy weekends. That's going to be important, but we expect bumper crowds this year. Learning about, it helps to know where you come from, to know where you're going, so to speak. It's kind of like that rudder to keep things on track. Those that don't learn history are doomed to repeat it. Well, some of the stuff you want to come out, see the Renaissance Festival, get a feel for what do you want to repeat and what don't you want to repeat to make it more interesting and fun and, safe for the future.
We are visiting our most beloved fair here in Albright, that we may take in all that there is to see upon the festival day. We are surrounded by the gentlemen in red and black, our yeomen of the guard, who see to our safety, our well-being, and also many members of our court who are here to enjoy what we find upon this day. Oh, it is great and glorious. Here within these very walls you may find fine artisans, things to purchase, to take home with you, amazing and incredible foods to eat and enjoy, ale, wine, beer, and of course all of the entertainment. History is the most important thing we can learn, for if you do not know where you have come from, how can you hope to see where you are going? Oh, everything that we have seen so far is just a small sampling of what we know continues to lie within. So all it has done for us is whet the appetite.
All right, here we go. Pop one up. Double columns, double columns, double columns, double columns, double, zipper, high, boom, shove. Yeah. You could hold it away from my hair and face too, that'd be really great. All right, here we go. Have the flaming part above your hair at all times, and under no circumstances should anyone sniff the fire. Why do I have to say that, John? Yeah, you already did. Just make the wind is right in the... Okay, so here we go. All right. If I make it to the ball without injuring myself or anyone else, yell and scream like it's a really good trick because apparently it's a moving target. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay. I point. Jesus. You say me. I say yes. I open my hand. And then you throw a point! Yes! Whoa. Yes! Oh! And now, I throw them back! Here we go! Give my volunteers a big hand, everybody. Give them a big hand. Take them out, take them out, take them out. Now run for your lives. Run faster. All right, I have a couple more quick tricks to do before I go. Would you like to see them? Whatever floats your boat. All right, here we go. The big dismount. Hi-ya!
I do a danger juggling show. We've got fire juggling, knife juggling, even chainsaw juggling, and if you don't know what that is, you'll just have to come find out.
How long did it take you to learn all this?
My entire lifetime, 25 years of juggling. So I have innocent volunteers throw torches at me while I balance upon a walking globe that is 2 feet in diameter. While I balance upon that, they throw the torches at me. I attempt to catch them all and juggle them at the same time.
How long did it take you to learn how to do that?
Oh, forever. Trade secret. I can't tell you how long that took.
What do you think of the Renaissance Festival?
Oh, I love the Renaissance Festival. It's fantastic. I come here as much as I possibly can, and it's great being down here in Louisiana.
What do you think about the importance of young people and adults learning the history?
I think it's really good. It gives you perspective on the entire world.
I bring out a blade that technically does not have a handle. This one right here is called a socket bayonet, typically put on the end of a musket rifle for any soldier that's a lousy shot. And now proving that sword sawing is real is actually the bend in that metal and that hollow socket in the end of it that you can see right through. For when I swallow this blade all the way down, I am then going to take a bow and open my mouth, showing you the blade literally going down my throat. I do apologize to any of you who have recently eaten. Folks, proving that sword sawing is real. The socket bayonet. Mission accomplished! I have for you here not one, not two, but three solid steel blades I shall shove down my gullet at the same time. And I know what some of you are thinking. Why only three? Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah, why not four? Why not five? Why not 100? Simple answer is this. I don't see people running up and throwing 20s in that hat for a fourth sword. Three swords at the same time.
I'm actually fully self-taught in everything I do. That's everything from sword swallowing to knife throwing to juggling to fire eating and whip cracking. And so, yeah, I literally tried it at home.
How do you do that?
You just do it. I just took a sword out of my collection and then just until it went down. Like, this is not advice for anybody on how to actually try it, but that's literally what I did.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, definitely do not try this at home. Leave it to the professionals who really wanted to do this for a living. I am a professional sword swallower in that I swallowed roughly around 12 swords that show, 5 of them at the same time, and it's a sword swallowing variety show.
Have you ever had any problems with that?
I have had a couple of accidents. I say that there are two kinds of sword swallowers in the world. There's the ones who have had the accident and the ones who are new, and I've been doing this for the last 10 years. I have had the accident.
What's your reaction to what you've seen here today?
My reaction is it's spectacular. I love doing this for a living. I love doing Ren fairs, and but utmost, as long as the audience is having a good time, whether it's big or small, that brings a lot of joy to my heart. I like sharing this sort of art to make people laugh and smile for a living.
How does the Louisiana Renaissance Festival compare with other ones around the country?
Oh, it's right up there with them because I've done others like Scarborough Renaissance Fair and Colorado Renaissance Fair, Northern California. I love these permanent structures that actually really does take you back in time into a village. And everybody is just having a great time. A lot of great acts here so that I'm friends with. And yeah, I really cannot complain. It's great.
What about people learning this Renaissance history?
People learning this Renaissance history, I've actually seen more at this Renaissance fair because I've gotten to tour around a little bit than I've seen in many other Renaissance fairs. I think it was like the Bach music education they're doing here. That's something I've never seen at another Renaissance fair. Like here they're truly educating people.
Give it up for your champion! And he of the blue and the burgundy, the black stag of York, Sir Victor Thorne! Come on now. Knights coming out for the second pass. In this salute our day of revelry. Hit bib. Excellent work. Knights, cast down your banners. Take up your blade. And come in on or engage this with it. So bring your blade against him. There they are. Jockeying for position. You know what I'm moving about? The victor breaks away, looking for a better position. Raise up your voices. You're so quiet. They've got buckets on their head. They can't hear you. Get loud. Come now. Come around, Dragon. Ding Eleanor. Strike that man off the other in the dirt. Oh. Dave Eleanor's in the dirt. Oh, God. Well, my friend, I have no choice.
am a squire for the Mounted Joust at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. I have been involved with it for 22 years. The jousters come out and they are introduced by the marshal, and they talk to their crowds, and then they go into what's called the Basdun course, where they ride each other with their horses on sword and do a sword fight on horseback. And then the second fight is a joust on mounted horseback with the lances, where they take a few passes at each other with lances, and then the ending of the show is usually in a ground fight of some sort, where they fight in combat with hand-to-hand combat.
Tell us a little bit about the historical significance of this. What was it like many years ago?
Oh, it was in medieval and Renaissance times. The knights were the quarterbacks of the football team, essentially. They were the people who were looked to for protection, in war. They were the ones that were on horseback and were tended to be landowners of some sort. They were looked to as higher lords in some aspects. They were the next to royalty.
Tell us, why have you volunteered for these many years?
I have fun. I've made a lot of friends. I like to help out with the horses. I love the horses, and the joust is just kind of where I found my niche.
Tell us about these the horses. They seem to be a pretty special breed.
Yes, they are. Most of these are Percherons. They are a large draft breed that can handle the weight and the impacts that they need to take in the joust.
Tell us, how has the jousting grown here at the Renaissance Festival over the years?
The crowds have just increased every single year. It's one of the biggest draws of the festival, so people tend to base their whole day off of what joust they're going to go to. We learn from our past. History is so important. Learning where we came from and what we might look forward to in the future.
Hi, we're washing well wenches. Yeah. So we're working women, and we do the laundry here at the Shire in Albright.
Yeah. So Albright employs us to do the laundry for all of the people. We love doing all of the clothes. We do everything from stockings to crowns.
Yeah.
And bloomers. We love bloomers.
Yeah, even Her Majesty's bloomers.
I mean,
yeah, they taste real. I mean, the enzymes in our mouth these are chewing. We get the stains out.
Yeah. It's the enzymatic cleaner, and the saliva is the original enzymatic cleaner, and Her Majesty is just a fan.
Yeah. And we do 3 loads of laundry every day.
We do.
Yep. 12:45 and
2:15.
2:15 and 3:30. Yeah.
What's it like to be a wench?
It's rewarding.
It is.
Yeah. It's
really
bubbles and bliss, quite frankly.
It really is. You know, we reach down deep inside ourselves and we find all of the cleanliness we can muster, and we pass that. We slather and lather those love bubbles.
Laundry equals love.
It does.
So for us, it's just, we just send love out and we get love back.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. It's just a big tub of love.
Definitely slower. Your thumb on the back like so. Keep about an inch right here. It's all in the elbow. And when you release, don't flick your wrist because it takes the axe head towards the ground. This booth is named the Pirate Academy. We have axes, knives, stars, and spears that we throw. We try and give everybody a really good experience for just having fun at the Ren Fair. The trick to throwing an axe is actually the rotation of the axe. So you want to get at least 1 or 1.5 rotations. Anything more and it's going to just not hit the target.
Is this becoming more of a popular sport?
Axe throwing is actually becoming a really popular sport. There are a lot of axe throwing bars out in towns, but this is one of the only places where you can find, the actual, as you can tell, hatchets that you can throw versus axe that you can buy out of a store.
So, Romeo, you are sad. Aww. Now, your best friend and boon companion, Benvolio, that means he of good humor. I'll call him Benji. You, kid, now, comes forward. Not needing his knees, apparently. And he says to his cousin Romeo, what sadness?
madness.
Lengthens Romeo's hours.
Lengthens Romeo's hours.
Romeo responds saying, not having that.
Not having that.
What makes them short?
What makes them short?
Benji makes fun of his cousin saying, love.
Love.
I am Sir Stephen Debauchery, the Lord Baron of Agbridge. I am hosting Her Majesty while she is here visiting us for our Harvest Festival. Those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. So if you learn about history, you can avoid the mistakes that were made in the past. And it also helps to learn where you've come from, how people lived, so that you can compare it to how you live today, things like that.
I'm originally from Sioux City, Iowa, and I currently live here out in Ponchatoula. My address is currently a Druid princess.
How'd you come up with the idea for that?
Over the course of years, I've been here for about 5 years now, so it's just kind of been over time, and I took inspiration from a lot of D&D games.
What have you learned about the Renaissance Festival by attending?
A lot of people are very creative, and they know how to make everything lively and have fun.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
Either the jousting or with how people dress up. You can find a lot of good costumes around here and everything.
Honestly, it was kind of last minute. She came into town, she lives in Texas, and we decided to, go all out, get some Renflower costumes, and come out and have a great time. Just living the dream.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
The food. I love the food. The jester chips are amazing, and the turkey leg, it's my favorite part.
What have you learned about the Renaissance period by coming to the festival?
We were actually just learning about the glass blowing and watching them, how they did that back in the day is so cool. And it's amazing, all the rides and stuff, how it's so simple, but it's so much fun. And it's really cool to be taken back, back in time a little bit.
Today, I'm with Laurent Ducourt. I am a French musketeer here to protection of the French delegate.
Tell us about your outfit.
I wear the traditional musketeer outfit for the mantle and sword, rapier. Other than that, that's about it. Wearing, again, our private cruise badge with all our favors that are given out between everyone. That's pretty much it that I could think of.
So you're one of the three musketeers?
No, I'm actually just a musketeer himself.
Tell us how many years you've been coming to the festival and what's your favorite part?
Oh, I've been coming to the festival for about almost 8 years. My favorite part, should I say, is just getting together with other people here who dress up and seeing in their costumes how they come up with great ideas and great originality and thought into their costumes. A lot of people buy them, a lot of people just throw in something from a Halloween party, but when you see people who actually have put thought into it, it makes it really worthwhile. And, that's my best part.
I'm from New Orleans, and one of the reasons I came to the festival today is because I absolutely have such a fun time here. Between all the food and the activities, it's just a nice time to get away.
Tell us about your costume.
Oh yeah, so this was relatively simple. The theme today is romance and masquerade, so I tried to find something that sort of symbolized that. One of the other really good things I like about this is that the costumes don't have to be super expensive. So everything I got from Amazon, and it's nice and cozy and comfy, especially because now the sun's out and it's getting hot.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
Ooh, probably this part. When the music starts playing and the royals come out, it's a lot of fun to watch them proceed through.
I'm dressed as Little Red Riding Hood today, but a few years after her interaction with the wolf, he's been taken care of. And I just kind of thought of it, something fun, whimsical, kind of Renaissance-y, but with a little twist to it.
Tell us, what's your favorite part of the festival?
That's really different. Probably the food. I've eaten a lot today. My corset's getting pretty tight.
What have you learned about the Renaissance period from attending the festival?
I haven't learned much yet, but I'm only here, I haven't been here that long, so we'll see. I'm going to sit in on a few more things, about to watch the Birds of Prey, so I'm super excited about that.
I am the Master Bowsman for Creole Perrette, the good captain, who you've just spoken to recently. We've been doing this for quite some time, I think 4 years maybe. I think that's about it.
Tell us about your mask.
So my mask we acquired for a small get-together, my wife and I, and we decided to do a little bit of sprucing up because we went to a party that was a bit horror-themed, and just some white paint and red paint, just kind of give it a blood spatter for that horror theme. And we just figured it's Masquerade weekend. I think it'd be a good time to wear it out.
How many years have you been coming to the festival, and what's your favorite part?
Oh, wow. 23 years. I've been a patron for many years and worked a great deal of time. My favorite part has got to be the people and the characters. I made a great deal of friends on cast. Wonderful bunch of people. It's definitely the people is my favorite part.
What have you learned about the Renaissance by attending the festival?
The Renaissance, attending, I've learned quite a bit about candle making and glass blowing. Some very interesting things to learn while attending some of the shows, especially in the Village, or I believe they were called Relic some time ago. They are definitely educated people, learned a great deal of things about arts and craftsmanship.
So my character's name is Celadon. She is a fairy emissary of the Spring Court, and my costume is actually a conversion of my wedding dress from when I was married here 5 years ago to the day.
Tell us a little bit about your dress.
My dress is a custom gown made by Firefly Path, who is originally from California, and it was custom made for me.
Where'd you get the wings?
The wings came from here about 4 years ago.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
My favorite part of the festival is the overall ambiance and the freedom of character and the embracing nature of everyone that comes.
I'm from the Louisville area, Fort Knox, Kentucky, and I am here at the festival because we're visiting some friends, and they usually come every year, and we plan on coming this year because it's fun.
Tell us about your costume.
Well, my costume is based on Anne Boleyn, the Queen, and I just thought her style was classy.
What do you like about the festival?
The festival, the food. Love the food.
What have you learned about the Renaissance period by attending?
Well, it was the best of times, and it was the worst of times.
I'm just a Viking-style character. I've always been into the Viking-style themes and love coming to Ren fairs, things like that.
Where'd you get that costume?
Off Amazon, every bit of it. Every bit.
Tell us, why did you come to the festival?
Me and my fiance over here, we just love Ren fairs and public things, and we don't get out much, so this is kind of our time for socialization, things like that.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
Hard to say right now. Probably the food so far, but love the food.
What have you learned about the Renaissance period from coming to the festival?
Not much. We just showed up not too long ago, but I'm sure we'll learn quite a bit.
Hi, I'm from Austin, and I came to the festival to kind of relive some memories. I'm from the area, so I wanted to go around, be able to throw my stick around, do some show-off moves, and hang out with some friends, and just get all the good food in today.
Tell us about your costume.
I just kind of threw something together. I got this at a different festival, and I kind of was going for like a pirate monk vibe. My favorite D&D character is a monk.
Tell us, what have you learned about the Renaissance period from attending the festival?
Absolutely nothing, it seems. It's always just a big menagerie, but I guess like the glass blowing and just like the different foods and drinks that they would have in the time.
I wanted to find the most lovely garment I could possibly find, and this is what I procured.
What do you think of the Renaissance Festival?
I think it's lovely. I love coming here every year, and with all my friends and my squires, knights, everyone, we come and we drink as much as possible because it's just a lovely time, one of the most greatest times ever, you know, a big spark of clothing, artistry, you know, it's just an amazing time, you know, and I feel lots of people could, you know, really get involved and dress up as themselves to remember those times.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
The side shows and things like that, the dangerous acts, just really about everything. The food, too, the food is absolutely amazing.
I'm originally from Denver, but I live in Covington now, Covington, Louisiana.
Tell us a little bit about your costume.
Well, we've been coming to Renaissance Festival for years, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted something a little steampunky and a little Victorian and romantic, and just kind of pieced it together over the past few years.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
Well, it used to be when you can throw tomatoes at someone, but they don't have that anymore. So I would say it would be probably the washing well winches.
What have you learned about the Renaissance period by attending the festival?
Oh, well, well, I guess, the food, the culture, things people wear, the weapons they used, that sort of thing.
So far, like, we've been in the jousting area. We also were in the archery area, and we just kind of been, around just looking at the different booths and stuff, and it's been really fun so far.
What's your favorite part of the festival so far?
I've liked seeing all the different vendors and artists and stuff. I think that's my favorite part.
Are you coming back next year?
Yeah, I definitely think I will.
This is Rohan's King. I had it commissioned. Waited a whole season for it. I've been wearing it for about 3 years. So my character is Theoden, and that's about it.
Describe this costume for us.
It's all leather, 10 mil, hand carved, hand painted.
What do you like about the festival?
The freedom, the openness. Everybody has fantasy inside, and this lets them let it out. You can't let it out in public. People think you're weird or point you out. Not here.
I'm from Biloxi. We heard it was like actually being in the Renaissance.
Tell me about your costume.
Well, I am half medieval and half elf.
Tell us, what do you think about the festival so far?
So far, there's a lot of people here and a lot of really nice products.
What have you learned about the Renaissance period by coming?
A lot more about, I learned about how they live.
Crusader Night.
Why'd you pick that?
Because it was cool.
What do you think of the Renaissance Festival?
It's awesome. Come every year. We have a good time and a little too much to drink.
What about learning about the history of this period?
We do our best to pay attention to all the workers out here and try to learn a little bit, and the glass blowing and all that stuff. It's cool to learn about.
Oh, I'm just ecstatic. I'm mostly happy that people are enjoying themselves more than about the number. It's more about people having fun, It's really a noble art to make other people smile, and I love that.
How can people get more information?
If they go to our website, you can always Google, the Louisiana Renaissance Festival, or go to renfest.net. But if you can find us on the internet pretty easy if you try a little bit there. We're the only one in Louisiana, so there you go.